What's up everyone, Tavius here, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about the best exotic weapons for the Witch Queen expansion, because as we learn more and more about how Void 3.0 is going to work, I'm realizing how some exotic weapons we already have might have some fantastic synergy with the subclass. So let's jump straight into it. First, we'll begin with kinetic weapons, we'll move over to special and finish with the heavy power weapons in no specific order. Now, I won't be going over any new exotics coming with the Witch Queen, only exotics we already have. And the first exotic to make this list on the kinetic slot is the Sidearm Traveler's Chosen with its Catalyst. Traveler's Chosen acquires Osmosis with its Catalyst, which turns it into a Void Sidearm while the Void subclass is equipped. You can also consume your stacks of Gathering Light to refuel your abilities, which is going to be extremely helpful at getting back your invisibility, your suppressing grenade, and your rifts. Now let's talk about Bad Juju. Bad Juju is a weapon we should all be keeping an eye on with the release of the Witch Queen. We know pulse rifles are getting a damage buff, and this pulse rifle gives you super energy with each kill. There will be tons of low level adds in Savathun's Throne World, which will give us tons of super energy back with this exotic. Moving on to our third weapon, for number 3 I decided to include Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo grants you melee energy with kills, so if running Devour or some combination of Axpits and Fragments to benefit from melee energy, this exotic auto rifle could be super effective in PvE activities. Number 4, and the last one of our kinetic weapons, No Time to Explain. Well, pulse rifles are getting a damage buff, and also for warlocks using Child of the Old Gods with Portal Body from No Time to Explain, they could be very broken. Now if you add on top of that an Arc Soul, if someone on your fire team is running Stormcaller with Arc Soul, you could technically have 3 buddies with you. Insane. Now moving on to the energy slot, we have, in no specific order, well, let's get Telesto out of the way. Yes, Telesto is a Void fusion rifle, and you already know it will for sure be causing problems for Bungie, so don't be surprised if they lock it right away. But being Void, I am sure it will synergize perfectly with Void 3.0. Coming up next, we have Le Monarch. Already causing problems in PvP, but with its Catalyst coming soon and it being Void, this will be an excellent bow to have with you going into the new expansion. The third one on our energy slot is going to be Graviton Lance, one of the first exotics we got in Destiny 2. Pulse rifles are getting a damage buff, and this weapon is already really good at ad clearing with its intrinsic trait Black Hole. Can't wait to see how we can work it into a Void 3.0 build. Next, we have, in number 4, an exotic a lot of us might have forgotten about, the Wave Splitter Trace Rifle, the exotic weapon that was originally a PlayStation exclusive. Well, let me remind you that it is Void, and in a recent TWAV, Bungie revealed that all exotic trace rifles will be getting a 40% damage increase against miners in PvE. So there you go. Number 5, Runios Effigy will definitely be a go-to in PvE activities. It is a Void trace rifle getting a 40% damage buff against miners, and also the damage while holding the transmutation sphere has been increased. And getting kills with the transmutation sphere counts as a weapon kill, so triggering aspects and fragments that require Void weapon kills will be definitely easier with this weapon. And for number 6, Lawrence Driver. I mean, nothing much to say here. Lawrence Driver is a really good weapon. It's Void, and it's great for ad clearing. Now let's move on to the heavy weapons. Oh, but before we do that, honorable mention, Fighting Lion, a Void bouncy grenade launcher. Just saying, keep an eye on it, it might do something unexpected with Void 3.0. Okay, so moving on to our power weapons. Let's begin with Deathbringer, the Void rocket launcher that shoots mini Nova bombs. Yes, it is Void, it's super fun, great for ad clearing and boss damage too. With Void 3.0, it might also proc some of our aspects and fragments, so... Leviathan's Breath has been in a strange place since release. Even after adding intrinsic unstoppable champion, still there's much better options for your heavy weapon than a bow. But it is Void, so I wanted to mention it on this list. Now let's talk about Tractor Cannon. I've heard a lot of talk from the developers about this weapon because it actually enforces the new approach they're taking on Void as a gravity, suppress, push, pull element. And this weapon does just that, so I'm sure it will start seeing a lot of more use with Void 3.0. Let's move on to the Colony Grenade Launcher, another Void weapon with tracking grenades. Might be good to use against Hive Guardians, but annoying if the grenades chase the wrong enemy. but it is void, so keep an eye on it. And last, you've seen the memes, but truth, not the funny thing, but the tracking rocket launcher is actually a void weapon, and Void 3.0 might make it even better. Okay, now there's two that I have as honorable mentions because they're also void, and they are the Black Talon sword and the Two-Tailed Fox. Two exotics that have not seen much use in a while, but maybe with Void 3.0 they'll see a return. There you go guys, 15 exotic weapons you need to keep an eye on for the Witch Queen. I hope this list of exotics reminded you of a couple you had forgotten about. Keep an eye on the sandbox since everything seems to be shifting. If you enjoyed this video and like this kind of content, a like and heavy attack on the subscribe button is greatly appreciated. My name is Tavius and you can find all my contact information on the link tree down below. If you want to watch other informative Destiny 2 videos, you can click here.